At ease, brothers. Man, I wasn't even going to make a video today, man. I was actually on my way to walk in my garage and do a little cleaning. But man, as I was walking by my office, man, something said, bro, sit down behind that camera and speak to your brothers. And to be honest, man, I'm probably only speaking to one or two brothers today, man. And what I mean by that, man, somewhere, some brother is sitting in his house right now, man. He's worried about how the rent gonna get paid. He's worried about how the car note gonna get paid. He's worried about how the medical bill's gonna get paid. He's worried about how he's gonna get rid of that lump that's popped up on his body, bro. And he's sitting there, man, saying, damn it, bro, like I do everything right and I'm finally at my wit's end. I'm talking to that brother. And I'm gonna tell you this, brother. Summon your abundance, man. Summon your abundance, brother. You know what I'm saying? Like we can sit here and talk about this power that women are after when it comes to men all the time. All the evil women come to do this and the succubus wants that. And that's an important conversation, right? But at some point in time, we got to talk about what that power is they're actually wanting. We can talk about getting robbed of our power, but at some point in time, we got to talk about what is that power? What is that power capable of? And I'm telling you, brothers, you have to summon your abundance, man. And when I say that, meaning all these things you know you deserve, all these things you pray for, all these things you meditate on. If it's to the point, man, where you're doing this stuff day after day, week after week, year after year, and it's still not coming, brother, you've created that world and it's right around you. Now it's just a matter of you fully stepping into it. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have a little power circle talk, man. And I don't do this often, man, but this is a conversation me and my brothers in a power circle were having recently, man. And we were talking about Charles Hannell's work. Y'all heard me talk about it all the time. Master Key System. And in Hannell's work, man, he says this: as all conditions are thought creations and therefore entirely mental, disease and lack are simply mental conditions in which the person fails to perceive the truth. Then he says this: as soon as the error is removed, the condition is removed. As soon as the error is removed, the condition is removed. We talk about having a singular truth every single day. We talk about the importance of a man having one singular truth, meaning whatever you call truth, whatever reality you want to bring into existence, there can be no other option except that. There can be no other option except that. And in order to do that, man, a man must first marry his mind. In order to have one single truth, a man must marry his mind. Hannah went on to say that a man must only convince himself. You know what I'm saying? Hannah said when a man can convince himself that that's his truth and remove any other option, that reality shall be a thing. That reality shall be around him. I'm telling you, brothers, the first thing you must do is marry your mind, man. Meaning, when I say that, this is what I mean. When I say that, I mean whatever your mind can imagine. When you close your eyes, when you dream at night, when you're driving down the road and you phased out and you done drove 3 or 4 miles and you don't even know what took place, those thoughts you had in that small period of time that you could achieve anything, your spiritual mind, in other words, your ego mind, your physical mind must attach to that and agree with those thoughts. It must agree with those thoughts. But you have to understand, man, that this world is always convincing you that that's not a thing. And I know that sounds crazy, but every single thing that comes over that radio, every single thing that comes over that television, all the bullshit conversation that those aren't aligned with their mission are having, they're slowly planting seeds of doubt. It might not sound like it, Everything is planting seeds of doubt, bro. Everything that's coming over those airways, the majority of it is planting seeds of doubt to keep you from marrying your mind. To some of that abundance, man, you must have one singular truth, brothers. You must have one truth, man. And I'm telling you, brother, your problems will fade away. Your problems will fade away, man. And when I say have a singular truth, I believe my coffee that got cold. Really what I'm saying, man, is at some point you have to believe in the shit that the physical world is not presenting. You have to believe in the shit that you can't see, in other words. Like, it's easy to make vision boards. It's easy to journal. It's easy to go to church and go to the altar and say certain words. It's easy to do all these things we do as rituals, and they're beautiful things. But at the end of the day, man, if you aren't believing in it, you're wasting your time, bro. If you aren't believing in it, you're wasting your time, bro. And when I say believing in it, I'm not just saying being able to put affirmations out there. I'm talking about walking in it. I'm talking about conducting yourself as if it's already done. That shit is hard. That shit can be difficult, man. To conduct yourself in a manner that the third dimensional plane hasn't presented to you. Because see, for most people, it's the opposite. Oh, Father God, if you give me that job, I'm going to be a better person. Father God, if you give me that perfect person for a relationship, then I'm going to walk in a different order. If you give me that raise, then I'm going to start feeding the homeless people. You lying to yourself. You got to move in that order first, man. And that's the thing. That's how you know when a person really believes. If they're moving as if that thing has already completed itself. You got to believe, brothers. And I know we toss that word around like penny candy. But that means you really have to stand on the shit that you're talking about. That's what it means. It means you got to damn near look crazy to this world for a little bit of time before shit aligns. You got to be willing to look crazy for 5 or 6 minutes, man. To walk on water. And I'm telling you, man, most people aren't willing to look crazy for a few minutes. Most people aren't willing to walk around and conduct themselves in a version that the rest of the world hasn't seen yet. That's when the ego gets in the way. The ego gets in the way. But I'm telling you this, brothers, to summon that abundance, man, you got to move like very few people move. You got to stand on business. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, brothers, you got to learn to put your trust in source energy only. Oh, soul, I believe in the Most High. I believe in God, and I'm sure you do. I'm sure all of us do to some extent. But when I say put all your trust, when I mean like stand on source energy, you got to understand this. It's very easy to say that you stand on source energy, that's where all your trust is really invested in. But it's another thing, man. I'll say it like this. Most people's job is their God. Most people's job is their God. For y'all younger people, most people's parents is your God. In other words, like a lot of us look at our jobs and say, okay, you know what? Like, yeah, you know what? On the deepest level, like I feel like Sears and Roebuck, since they're paying my bills, like I'm really standing on Sears and Roebuck. Not really understanding that all this is coming from source. That's one thing that comes down to when you're an entrepreneur. Those are the entrepreneurs. You know what I'm talking about. But because when you go through this world solo, getting your own bread, Brother, that connection with source becomes intimate. I don't care if you never step a foot in a church house or masjid again. When you out here on your own, making your own bread, brother, you and the divine energy, y'all are one. Because you fully understand, like, I can't do this without you now. You know what I'm saying? Like Halliburton and Kroger's and JCPenney, like I used to think they were the ones that were supplying, but now I fully understand it's source energy. There's no middleman. Side note, I got 9 spots left in exit strategies, man. If you want to come in at the $497 instead of the $1,500, I got 9 spots available left at that price, man. If you want to come in and get that digital bag, if you want me to show you how I personally gained my freedom through starting a YouTube and starting other products and all this other stuff, and you know, definitely get on, man. I got 9 more spots at that price. I just wanted to put that in. But brother, you gotta learn to trust source. A lot of y'all brothers that are 25, 21, 23, 25, that you just left the house, you just graduated college, and mom and dad at the house and they doing good. You can move through this world, kind of independently, but on the deepest of levels, you saying, you know what? If I drop the ball, mom and dad and them got me. If I drop the ball, grandmama and them got me. That's your God. That's your God. You got to be able to separate yourself from every single person, even the person your paychecks are coming through, and say, you know what? I understand that it's me, and it's me standing on my belief in source energy is what's keeping my lights on. That's what's keeping the water running. It's source energy. Never lose that connection, man. Never lose that connection, because that connection is where your abundance is, bro. That's where your abundance is. Your abundance is not in church. Your abundance is not in all these things. It's in your connection with source and really understanding what that is. I'm gonna tell you, man, it's and I say this all the time, man, but this world it's a beautiful thing when you really understand how it works. Even the good and the bad. Even when the good and bad happen to you, bro, it's still the most beautiful thing. Because in the good, man, you can just soak in that state of gratitude and appreciation. But at the same time, when things come your way, man, and they aren't as pleasant, there are blessings in those things too, man. There are lessons to extract in those things too, man. There are ways to look at that where you say, you know what, okay, this situation is bad, but now it makes, when the times are good, it makes those good times even better. It's a beautiful thing, man. This whole experience is a beautiful thing, brothers. But you have to learn how to summon your abundance, man. And a lot of times, it'll take for a man or a woman to hit that bottom. It'll take you getting to a point where it's like, damn, there's no other option but up from here. Like I'm on a slab right now. You got to understand, a lot of times that's where the blessing is. Because when you get to that point, brothers, all your beliefs, all the things you held high, all the things you had on a pedestal, all the people you had on a pedestal, all the faith you had and everything else is gone. It's null and void. You understand that it ain't been shit the whole time. You understand that really whole time source was the only thing holding you up. So now you can reconnect with that thing, man. Now you can reconnect with that thing, man, and summon whatever you want, bro. I'm gonna tell you this, man. Whatever it is you want, like whatever kind of lifestyle you want to live, whatever kind of people you want to have in your life, whatever kind of way you want to give your gift back to the world, brother, it's right there around us, bro. Don't let this world convince you any other thing besides that, man. It's right there. And I know I'm rambling, man. I need to get her and clean this garage, bro. It ain't gonna clean itself. But I just wanted to say that for a quick minute, brother. Yeah, have a good day, man.